Hello. I just wanted to get on here and share with anyone who might be interested in this process that we are going to be starting of trying to obtain my husband's Polish citizenship. So my husband, Justin, he is 100% Polish. We've got documentation that shows all of his ancestry. But Poland has a law that allows you dual citizenship or citizenship by descent if you can prove that just one of your great grandparents or even grandparents or parents were born in Poland. And so Justin actually has five of his eight were born in Poland, five of his eight great grandparents. His great great grandparents were there as well. But if you only have one, that is sufficient, but he has five. And so we have five different avenues that we are going to start exploring to prove his descent. We're going to hire a company called Polaron who will do the research over in Poland to find the documentation that we need to prove that they were there and had an address within the Polish borders prior to immigration. And so it's easier to obtain this citizenship if you had an ancestor immigrate after 1920 when Poland was established as a state or as a country. So it's a little bit harder on this end because he had his ancestors immigrated in the late 1800s, early 1900s, so pre-1920. And so it's just going to be easier for us to use this company called Polaron to do that research for us. And so you might wonder why you would want to obtain Polish citizenship. Well, the biggest reason, besides, having pride in your ancestry, the biggest reason is actually to obtain a European Union passport. So it is considered, Polish passports are actually considered one of the top 10 passports to have, most powerful passports. So we have our United States passports, of course. But if you have a Polish passport, you have a European Union passport, and you can travel freely, work freely, do business freely, go to school freely within any of the 27 European Union countries. Obviously, for my husband, not so much a big deal. We're pretty well established here in the United States and know what we're doing for the rest of our lives. But it does open the door for our children or grandchildren or great-grandchildren to have that opportunity to really, the world is at your fingertips. You can do so much with it if you choose to. You may not choose to. And we may get hung up on this process. We might not be able to obtain the exact documents that we need. But I just thought I'd share with anyone who is interested. If you might have a great-grandparent of Polish descent or who was born in Poland, you could maybe do the same thing if it benefited you at all. So yeah, I just wanted to share that we're going to be starting this process and let you know how it all goes. We have a meeting, virtual meeting this evening with the company, Polaron, to establish eligibility. And basically, we have 5 routes that we could go. Our most promising routes, I would say, would be Justin's great-grandfather on his father's side, and it looks like his great-grandfather on his mother's side. So one of them, one of each. But so, for example, this so Adam Osika, he came over in 1899. He was born in Tarnów, Poland, in 1880, and so we can prove that he, we have the passenger list from Ellis Island. We can prove that he came over. One of the other stipulations is that they did not give up their citizenship through naturalization. Adam Osika did. We have his paperwork here that does show that he was naturalized as a U.S. citizen in, it looks like, 1942. However, that was after Justin's grandfather, Tony, was born. So that is one avenue where the chain has not broken he did not denounce his citizenship to Poland until after he already had a son who then would have been a Polish citizenship, and he had no reason to naturalize because he was born in the United States. So there's all these little details, but that is why, you know, using these lawyers and this company to help us out is definitely going to make the job easier, especially since the language barrier is quite huge. So anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions or are curious about the process, or if you happen to be one of our relatives who also qualifies for this. I can talk to you about it and let you know how the process is going to work. And once we have documents proven, if you are also a relative, you can use our documentation as well. So